This weekend's fatal shooting in Minneapolis is the latest flashpoint after weeks of tension in the city. CBS News immigration and politics reporter Camila Montoya Galvez and senior editor for digital politics Joe Walsh broke down some of the major moments that led up to Saturday's shooting on CBSNews.com. It starts with the deployment of immigration agents to the Minneapolis area on the first day of December. The Trump administration announced that Operation Metro Surge would target, in part, people with deportation orders. Minnesota has a large immigrant population, specifically the largest amount of Somali Americans in the United States, according to U.S. Census data, the vast majority of whom were either born in the U.S. or naturalized citizens. Right after Operation Metro Surge began, President Trump made derogatory statements about Somali immigrants, calling them, quote, garbage. Later in the month, on December 26th, conservative influencer Nick Shirley published videos alleging fraud at daycare centers across the Minneapolis area. While state investigators looked into those allegations, they found no evidence of wrongdoing at any of the daycare centers. About a week later, the Trump administration engaged in what it called the largest immigration operation in history, deploying an additional 2,000 federal agents to Minneapolis. Some outraged local residents showed up to protest and document the immigration agents' movements. Renee Good was killed 2 days after the deployment surge by an ICE officer. The administration says Good tried to run over the officer with her car. Other witnesses say she was trying to turn away from the agent and leave. Good's death further inflamed protests, leading to President Trump's threats to invoke the Insurrection Act. The law allows for military troops to be deployed for domestic law enforcement, and CBS News reported at the time that Pentagon officials placed about 1,500 active duty soldiers on standby. While the president has not yet invoked the act, ICE continues its operations in the city, including the temporary detention of a U.S. citizen and separately detaining a 5-year-old boy with his father, who are asylum seekers from Ecuador. The actions fueled continued outrage by some residents, leading to Saturday's fatal shooting of Preddy, who was observing an immigration arrest at the time of his death. For a more detailed look at the events that led up to Saturday's shooting, including a deeper look at the use of force by immigration agents in Minneapolis, you can see Camilo and Joe's reporting on our website, cbsnews.com.